Hello, this is Jasmine from Sprout SEO Solutions, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video to talk to you about how you can get more traffic to your website and in turn get some more customers from your site. So let's get into it. I have your website pulled up here, and first off, your website looks gorgeous. I love the images. I love how it's laid out. It's a really nice website. We've got a little bit of content here, certifications. I love that you have testimonials on your homepage because social proof is really important. And then we have a nice form at the bottom. So overall, the design of your website is amazing, but one thing that I do want to point out is that there's not quite enough content on this homepage and throughout the site as well. And I say this because we know that Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content, so per page. And now this is because Google has what are called crawlers. And so what these crawlers do is they read the content on your website and they use that to better understand what your website is about. So by reading that content, Google is able to understand what sorts of services you offer, where you offer them, etc. And when we're talking about content, it's really important that we talk about keywords. So for example, if someone is looking up a construction company, right, they want to find a construction company here in Chicago, and so they go into Google, they might type construction company Chicago, best construction companies, near me. Or if we even think about the services you offer, right, you have roofing, so maybe roofing company Chicago. I think I saw something about brickwork, so brickwork Chicago. All of those are examples of keywords. And the more keywords that you have on your website, the more relevant keywords, the more Google can get an understanding of what you offer. And when you have those keywords, Google starts to understand that when someone goes and searches for those keywords, then your website should be popping up as one of the results. So I went ahead and did a quick Google search for construction company Chicago, just as an example of a keyword that you might want to be ranking for. I'm going to scroll past these first results here. These are all ads, which means someone has paid to be there. And what I really want to focus on is this business, the Google Map Pack is what this is called. And it's really important to be in here because we know that people who are in this top 3 tend to get a lot of clicks to their website. And this is because this is popping up, right underneath those ads and right before anything else. So people see it and they're a lot more likely to click on it. And when people come through to your website, the more people that come through, the more possible customers you're going to get, right? And so I just want to give you a few tips and tricks to get into the top 3 here. The first thing is make sure that you have a Google My Business profile. That's what these things all are. And you want to make sure that you fill it out appropriately. And by that, I mean you just want to make sure that your bio has roughly 750 keywords, or 150 words, ideally with some of those keywords like we talked about. And you also want to make sure you have good quality pictures in there and that you're posting. Second, you want to make sure that you get good reviews. So the more good reviews that you have, the more Google starts to trust your business and understand that your business is reputable and actually helps people who are searching on Google. And all of those things make Google a lot more likely to show you here in this top 3. Now, one thing that a lot of business owners don't know is that while it's very important to get good reviews, it's equally as important to respond to them. So make sure you're responding to any reviews that you get. Lastly, to get ranked high in this little section, you want to have what are called citations. Now, citations are just anywhere out on the wild web where your business information is listed. So like your business name, address, phone number, hours, etc. And so really you're going to find these in online directories. Think Yelp, Yellow Pages, Angie's List. Those are all really good examples of directories. And the more citations that you have, the more Google gets used to seeing your business name and understanding your business and knowing that it exists, and the more likely it is to rank it here. Now, scrolling past the Google Map Pack, we finally hit what are called the organic search results. And this is where we really want to get your website as well. And so we see this first result here, Novak Construction. We are going to consider them your top online competitor, at least for the keyword construction company Chicago. So I went ahead and pulled up their website. They also have a really nice design. The video is really cute. We've got some content here, so I do want to point that out, right? And some more pictures. These are going off into different pages, right? Tiny bit more content, and that's it. So really, your competitor doesn't have that much content either. Now I want to take you to this paid tool that I use called Ahrefs. It is a search engine optimization tool that I use to analyze different websites. And what I really want to bring your attention to is this right here, the DR and UR scores. So DR is just a measure of how powerful Google thinks a website is, and UR is a measure of how trustworthy it thinks a website is. And your competitor has some pretty decent scores. Ideally, we like to see these in the 30s, and your competitor is pretty close. And now both of these scores are going to be impacted by backlinks. So backlinks are anywhere out on the wild web where there is a link or a button on a separate website that when someone clicks on it, it takes them back to your website. Now, the more good quality backlinks that a website has, the higher Google is going to rank them because it's going to influence these scores here, right? Additionally, I want to bring your attention to the keyword section here. So your competitor is ranking for 1,400 keywords, which is not a bad number at all. Now when we look at these keywords, the first one we see is Novak Construction, so that's branded. We would expect them to rank for something like that. But they're also ranking for construction company Chicago, construction company Chicago, these same sorts of construction, Chicago construction keywords, and they're ranking on the first page of Google for all of these, which means that they have a lot of opportunities to have their link clicked. If we go ahead and look at your website, your DR and your UR scores are significantly lower than your competitors, but that's just because you have less backlinks, right? So your competitor had, I believe, over 1,000 backlinks, and you only have 65. So that's going to impact your score, but that's also a quick and easy actionable step for you right there. As you can see, if you get more backlinks, these scores are going to improve. And additionally, keywords. Again, this comes down to the fact that you don't really have a lot of content on your site, right? So it looks like the keyword you're ranking for here is, I'm assuming it's going to be your address. I know you guys are on Armitage. But even still, position 28 means you're not even on the first page of Google. So just some actionable steps right there. We know if you get some more content on your website, rank for those relevant keywords, and get some more backlinks, then you'll be on your way to beating out your competitor and getting more traffic to your site. That's all I have for this video. I hope you found it educational and informative. If you have any questions at all or want to talk, please feel free to reach out to me. And even if you don't have any questions, if you could just drop me a line of feedback, let me know what you liked about this video, what you found helpful, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much.